Hey everybody, Maxine Rose from CBS 21 News here. I'm out on Roller Drive in Steelton, where we've been covering this dirt pile that you might see behind me here. We've been covering this for a little while now. Now we brought out Chief Meteorologist Tom Russell here tonight to talk about the impact that this dirt pile can have and how the weather is really impacting the people in this neighborhood.
Well, I got to tell you, just being here, having seen it on video, now seeing it in person, it's impressive. It really is something. So let's take a walk here. I can't believe how close the house is to the actual pile. I mean, you guys have been showing it on TV, and I don't know that it does it justice. So we got to talking in the newsroom today about, weather now has been very, very dry. So obviously what happens, any giant dirt pile like that becomes a dust pile. So that just blows on these poor folks' houses. So we were very dry last week. I had a little bit of rain on Saturday. That wasn't much. And then a whole nother week of dry weather and maybe beyond that. So we're looking at 10 days, maybe 2 weeks of dry weather here, and that's just going to exacerbate that dust. So what you need is a little bit of rain to kind of settle down that dust, or at least wet down that top layer. And that, unfortunately, is just not coming.
Yeah, so what is the impact, let's say, first of all, with rain? Let's talk about with rain.
Okay, so you can kind of see some of those striations where the rain has come down. You get a lot of erosion. You get a lot of that runoff, and I'm sure that's not good. And you were telling me they literally just keep dumping more stuff on top of it, right?
Yeah, so actually one neighbor told me that over here, this was completely green, she said, last Wednesday, and that's because of hydro seeding that we're hearing about.
So they're trying to do something about it, but it's really just not working.
That's what we're hearing, but then it keeps coming over on top.
Yeah, you can see down the bottom where the grass is trying to take. So what they do is they try to grow some grass to hold that soil a little bit, but that only works as well as A, you get the rain, and you can grow it, and B, if you're not keep dumping stuff on top of that, right?
Right.
So, and then I look over here and it's all rocks and it's ugly. It's just, I feel bad for these people.
Right, and they say they keep hearing the noise too, right, of them working on it.
Oh, the actual working going on.
I mean,
wow.
Well, look how close they are here, but even over on the other side too, on Pine Street, yeah, you can see everything. Jeez. You can see them working and all that. But I want to talk about one more thing. It's obviously a really transitional period for all of us right now. We're just ending summer, we're going into fall. So what could that mean for people here?
Well, we usually have a fairly wet season. As we push towards October, we always have more rain. So you're going to see more of that erosion stuff. But as we look over here, you have all the leaves. Obviously, those are going to fall. You mentioned the winds are going to pick up, just making a nasty environment. But also, when you lose that foliage, what are people looking at? It's going to be so ugly right now, it kind of hides it.
Right, and on top of that, right, we know about the wind coming onto these houses right here. So what happens when all of these leaves are then gone?
You get a wind tunnel effect in here, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it just comes straight through. So, as we head into these new seasons, these people are...
I feel so bad for them when you see it here in person. It's like, when is this thing going to go away? And you said it's not going away anytime soon, because it's not just the I-83 project. You said other people use this as a dumping site too, right?
Well, we're hearing from neighbors who say that they actually haven't really heard much from the company here, but what they're just seeing is other places coming in here and, dumping dirt and using it. Yeah. So this might not be...
This story's not going away anytime soon.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, and I think the main thing here, right, is with this new hydro seeding, we're hearing that's within the past few weeks, right?
At least they're trying something, yeah.
At least they're trying something, but then it's, you want the perfect weather, right? You want, and
you want
that's
that
hard
to
get.
Grow, right? You need some rain, and like I said, we're going to be dry for a while, so I don't see that happening.
Yeah. Well, we'll have much more for you. We'll stay with this as this continues.
Yeah,
so
the story's not going away.
No, definitely not. So stay with us. Thanks so much for watching.